Hey everyone, I'm back. It's Shantae Renee. So, I had a thought. There's the scary thing versus the perceived right thing to do. I know for me, for a long time, the scary thing seemed scary. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then the perceived right thing was like, all right, it's the standard, it's the norm, it's the right thing to do. But then I started to realize, hold up, the perceived right thing to do, I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel satiated. I'm not satisfied. Something feels missing. So what's the problem? I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing, oh, that's what it is. I'm doing what society has deemed as the right thing. I'm doing what my elders have perceived as the right thing to do, instead of looking within myself. Because when I look into myself and listen, that's the scary thing. That's the other side. That's the scary thing. That's the wild part. So, what is within myself has been seen as the dark side, has been seen as the scary thing to do, when in actuality, it's the right thing to do. The scary thing is the right thing to do. I know. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. But then, all I can say is the feeling of doing the scary thing. And once you've done the scary thing, that feeling, it's like you've been craving that feeling. It's like when you get a taste of it, you're like, what have I been doing? What have I been eating and consuming? Because obviously whatever I've been consuming hasn't been making me feel full, making me feel satisfied and satiated. No, I'm still feeling hungry. I'm still having lack. Oh, and when you do the scary thing, man, you feel so full that you start to overflow. That's that cup that runneth over. Yeah. I now I know what that feeling is. It's like you just want to stay in that feeling all the time. Because in that feeling, that's when the impossible is possible. That's when you start to see those miracles. Because that feeling is just bubbling up, bubbling over, and the universe can feel that. People can feel that off of you. So it starts attracting the right people in, starts repelling the people that no longer are needed in your life for that contrast. But man, was I totally wrong. But it's all good. It's all good. It took, what's the going thing on social media now? I was today years old when I figured that out. Yeah, exactly. I was today years old when I figured out the scary thing is the right thing to do. That's funny. And it was 4:44 on the clock. See what I'm saying? the universe starts speaking to you. You start seeing those numbers, man. And then you're like, oh, okay. I see where it's going. I see what it's trying to give to me. Before, I wasn't open to receive it because I was in this perceived or this perception that wasn't my own. That was an outside source. So when you start turning inwards to your intuition, to your inner voice, which was actually given to you by source, then you start to be like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be going. And you feel it and you know it. And there's like no second guessing it. There's just none of that. And just being in it, like, it's got me just like super excited because, like, I was downstairs, I was watching a video about manifesting money. And I was like, okay. I've watched several videos about manifesting money, and for some reason this time it hit a little different for me. And I think what hit a little different was the fact that that emotional state and me actually writing out how I would feel when I would get the money that I'm trying to manifest. And I was like, whoa, joy, freedom, creativity. I can start doing that right now. Like right now. And so that inspired me, you know what, let me go get my camera. Let me talk for a little bit, because something that has been on my mind is the scary thing versus the perceived right thing. And what I've recently gone through, been going through, currently going through, that was something I had been wrestling with years, like years. I would say more than 5 years. And yes, that's on my own time. You know, everybody's journey is a little different. And so this whole time, I was scared of myself. I was scared of myself to listen to what myself had to say and just go for it. Because I was so caught up and worried about the perception, the perceived right thing to do, what we society has deemed the right thing to do. Now, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because it could go down a different path, especially with other topics. But right now, just going to focus in on some of the choices that we make, the decisions that we make, such as the relationships that we get in, the jobs we decide to take or not to take, just even as simple as cutting your hair. Like, that was me cutting my hair. Yeah, I know, I've done it before. This time, I did it because I wanted to do it. I mean, I did it the first time because I wanted to do it. But the whole time, for a few years, I had been wanting to do it, but I wasn't doing it because it wasn't perceived as the right thing to do, because I was, because I was being seen as, I'm a melanated woman that has long curly hair. Why would you want to cut your hair? That's you cutting your antennas to the spiritual realm. That's you not holding on to your communication methods, or you're not going to be seen as exotic, or that you can actually grow your hair. There was all of these things behind it, and I didn't care. I was like, I don't know. I'm tired of it. I need to let it go. It almost felt like it was some dead weight I just needed to shed. So I was like, all right, let it go. That was the scary thing to do, to go in the bathroom and cut your own hair. Yes, it is scary. It can be really scary, especially if you look like me. But yeah, that was something like I'm embracing, and I'm fully understanding when I hear people say certain things now. But yes, the scary thing is the right thing to do. Because what it's doing is taking you outside of your comfort zone, the comfort zone that has been built around you, that pretty much you've imprisoned yourself in since you were a child. Now, obviously, a lot of that is not by your control, but as you get older, you should have the ability to think for yourself and kind of see what's going on and then make adjustments. And then when you start shedding those comfort zones, they're like, oh wow, this is not what I thought this was. Who told me this? Oh, that's right. The TV told me, my parents told me, my grandparents told me, my uncles told me, my aunts told me, but they didn't tell me all this other stuff that went along with it. Oh, you know what? They told me because they were told the same thing, and they didn't even question it, because it was like, why would you even question your elders? Why would you even question society? It's been running and functioning like this for, I don't know, decades. So why would you question something that's been supposedly running and running smoothly, right? Wrong. If it don't feel right, it don't feel right. See? Another one, 12:12 on the clock. Man, if it don't feel right, it don't feel right. Listen to that. Just because it's perceived as the right thing to do, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And that's telling me that your gut, your intuition is telling you something different. And yes, it's going to seem kind of scary to go against society, to go against the peers, to go against the sheep. Yes. You see everybody going over this way, and you're like, I don't know. I kind of want to go that way. If you want to go the other way, go the other way. It's okay. It's okay. That's part of what we're here to experience, the other way. We're not here to experience what we've already experienced it previously. And that, this kind of dives into the whole North Node, South Node. And for me, some of the things I've been experiencing this lifetime, I've already experienced them in my past life. I'm supposed to be doing something different this time. So I'm gonna go that other way. I'm gonna try that, see how that is. And that's going to build some more tools in my arsenal so I can better understanding of who I am as a soul, better understanding as what living is, what being is, all of that. And by me being able to do that is because I'm taking the scary route. Yes. See, now I can keep going because right now, society has perverted the whole scared thing. Fear, right? That's what it's deemed as. It's fear. Everything is fear-based. Everything is supposed to make you scared and make you not not want to try anything. See, but it's the opposite. You want to try it because you've never experienced it for at least 5 years. Within my gut, I had this whisper, and it was like, let go, move on. And I was like, what? That sounds silly. Sounds crazy. Why would I do that? Everything in society is telling me, no, you shouldn't go. But are you going to stay somewhere where you feel sick? Are you? Are you going to continue to do that thing that makes you sick? I don't think so. I'm not going to continue to do something that's going to make me continuously be sick. So I need to change something. So I listened. I've made the change. The change is in process right now. And it feels great because it feels like I'm in my own skin. Yes. Choosing the scary route puts you in your own skin, puts you in your own being. So think about that. Well, I appreciate your time listening to what I had to say today. I hope whatever I conveyed was informative, was able to assist you in your journey. If you have any questions, comments, please be respectful. Go ahead and leave one below. I love to hear from you guys. We can continue the conversation. Until next time, it's your girl, Shantae Renee.